Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Thursday, the 5th of September 2024. And today's Millwall news surprise statement getting put out this afternoon about 5 p.m. by the chairman, James Berlyson. So let's have a read of this. I want to begin by thanking our supporters for their unwavering support and for the incredible kindness shown towards the family and friends of Matija Sargic. Matija will always be aligned, and with the mural funded by the Millwall Supporters Club, he will never be forgotten. With the closing of the transfer window, I want to provide an update on the club and how we are looking to build consistency, sustainability, and success. The success of this process is built upon the shoulders of our legacy squad, players who are the standard bearers of what it means to build Millwall. Tough, determined warriors who fight for points week after week, and have done so year after year. In advance of the transfer period, we sat down and identified our top targets, players who could not only make a day one impact to the squad, but it could also build long-term value on the pitch as well as financially for themselves and the club. Identifying these players well in advance allowed us to methodically pursue them in the hope of striking the best agreements for both the club and the player. This is not a zero-sum game. We obviously need to manage costs, but we also want players to understand that they will have an important role within the club, and we will provide them with training and the opportunity to increase their skills as well as their overall value. The window is short, deals need to be made rapidly but not in haste. Sometimes days or weeks go by without a signing and it feels like nothing is moving in our direction. Then just as suddenly agreements are signed and announcements are made. This past transfer window followed that pattern. However, I am pleased that this has been one of our most successful windows in terms of acquiring our priority targets. During the window, we also were presented with a substantial bid from Burnley for Zian Flemmings. Zian had 2 great seasons for the club, and his reputation on the pitch, as well as being a leader in the team, did not go unnoticed. In order for Millwall to remain financially sustainable, we must be willing to part with some of the best players, as painful as that may be to the club and its supporters. Again, this is not a zero-sum game. Millwall receives substantial compensation for a respected player, and Zian moves on to a highly regarded club with Premier League experience. The final piece of this process concerns our homegrown talent. 2 of our future stars signed multi-year contracts during the window, Romain Esse and Alfie Massey. Other future stars like Kamal Grant are honing their skills on loan and will ultimately return to the club with more experience, ready to join the first team. Romain, Alfie, and Kamal are all products of our academy system, and they continue to grow in ability both technically and tactically. It's exciting to think that what they and other academy graduates will contribute to Mill's success on the pitch as they develop further. It's been just over a year since the untimely death of my father, John Berlyson, and I'm determined as ever to carry on his vision and legacy for Millwall. What I've outlined above, a consistent process for identifying, acquiring, developing talent, and when the opportunity presents itself and makes sense for the club and the player to sell on, will allow Millwall to compete at a high level as well as be financially sustainable going forward. In closing, I again want to thank our supporters, especially our 8,000 plus season ticket holders. The energy at the Den is fierce and infectious. With our new additions to the club, I know that this excitement will only increase. James Berlyson, Chairman. So there you go. Yeah, what can you say? Basically just talking about the transfers, really, which kind of makes sense. I don't think many people are that upset that Fleming's gone, really. In terms of the deal that's been agreed, just kind of confusing why it's been a loan deal and not an immediate transfer. But then you understand there are rules behind the scenes that we probably don't know about. And that's just these kind of weird deals are the way it goes now. And yeah, we know this is how it has to be. But he makes a great point there that you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That the shoulders of the legacy of a squad, the players are the standard bearers, basically. The OGs, the original gangsters, your Coopers, your Murray Wallaces, your Tom Bradshaws, your George Savilles. They are getting on a bit. They've been here for quite a while. but you just don't kick them out and say, okay, bye, and then you just get a load of other new people in. You need to have a conveyor belt. You need to have players that come in who are younger. They need to kind of step up and prove themselves, and then it needs to be a system. And this is what's been happening at the club. We saw the under-18s do quite well in the FA Youth Cup, and they won one of the Premier Division League Cup. And there were some good performances with those players, but some of those players got released at the end of the season. They didn't get taken on and bumped up to the under-21s, and you need to realise that what's happening now is that there is a standard to be set. And it's not just a case of, oh, you're in Millwall under-18s. If you're the best player in Millwall under-18s, you're going to get bumped up to the under-21s. Because if you don't meet the standard, you might be the best player in the under-18s, but if you're not good enough, there is a level, and if you're not good enough for the under-21s, they're not going to bump you up. And we've seen this. They've been recruiting players specifically for the under-21s to set the standard, set the tone, and hopefully that they progress. Obviously, not many of them have. Really, realistically, players that we bought into the under-21s haven't really done that well. Nobody like players like Tyler Burry, obviously comes in, does a bit, goes out. Adam Mayer, Emaku, bits and pieces, obviously, but hasn't obviously kind of hit a roadblock. Some people suggesting he should have gone out on loan, but this is what we're doing now. There's standards. We're not just promoting the 4 best players in the under-18s. Okay, you're gonna get a contract for the under-21s. It's like no, that's not how it works now. And the same with the under-21s. Some really good players from Millwall under-21s got released. And it's like, yeah, like the under-21s, they won the league 2 years in a row. They won their league 2 years in a row. Before that, they won the national final, and then last season they got to the national final semi-finals. It's like really good players in a really good team, but we're not just giving out contracts. You need to get to a certain level and a certain standard, and if you ain't it, we're gonna go to Scotland to get Daniel Kelly. We're gonna go to Serbia and get Mihailo Ivanovic. There are players out there that we can get. So again, this is what it is. Interesting. So he mentioned zero-sum game 2 times in a row. Basically means we do a deal if it's good for us and it's good for them. So if you think about the Zian Flemmings deal to Burnley, it's good for us because we got supposedly £7 to £10 million for him. We paid like £2 million for him. So that's a massive profit straight off. It's good for Zian Flemmings because I imagine he gets a bump up in wages. He goes to a team that highly likely to get promoted this year. So he probably will be a Premier League player next season because they have an obligation to buy. Whether they'll just buy him and then loan him out to another Championship team in case they get relegated. So then in 2 years' time, he'll go back to them in the Championship. Who knows? But again, so it's better for him. And it's better for Burnley because they've seemingly got a player that they want to improve their team using the Premier League money that they have, which is how it goes. So, that's zero-sum game is like a poker game. Like one person wins the game, one person loses. This is what do they call it? Not multi-sum game, plus-sum game, something like that. So everyone wins to some extent. Everyone wins. Us, the other club, the player, the agents, we all win. Now, obviously, if we sell him, we're forced to sell him at a lower amount, then that doesn't really work. But it is what it is. So yeah, this is interesting statement from Chairman James Berlyson, and it's literally all about the transfer window, and he's kind of putting it out there that this is what we're doing now. We're going to buy in young talent, have our own young talent, and get them going and get them ticking along, and we can be a springboard for other players to come in to the English system, and then hopefully maybe one day go on to the Premier League, whether that's with us or with other teams. So there you go. That is quite an interesting statement from the chairman today. Moving on to this, they done me again. He done me again. So 2 days in a row, I've gone to make the video, and then breaking news has come out on Twitter about the lad Mihailo Ivanovic. So this is, again, if you didn't see the video yesterday, we believe that this person running this Twitter account is Ivanovic's dad. It might be his agent, or they might be the same people. As in, his dad is his agent. I don't know. I thought they brought rules in, but I think if you're a family member, you can be an agent without taking the FIFA agent's test. I don't know how it goes. I could probably find out, but I can't be bothered. So, after all the pressure that all the Millwall fans are moaning, the Serbs have sent him back. Even though they made him take part in a light training session, I would say. So yeah, this happened as I was filming that long up video from yesterday. This is the community tab on the Daily Millwall YouTube channel. Breaking news: Mihailo Ivanovic, 19 years old, Millwall attacker, will not be in the Serbian national team against Spain and Denmark in the League of Nations. He left the team this evening. So there you go. He wasn't on the bench. He didn't come off the bench. He wasn't even named. He's come back to England. So there you go. And interestingly, so Serbia got a decent result in that game, and they drew 0-0 in that game against Spain. The Denmark game is in a few days. So we also have the story written up by the londonnewsonline.co.uk. Serbian FA confirmed that Millwall's new record signing Mihailo Ivanovic will not feature in Nations League matches. The Serbian FA have confirmed that Millwall's new record signing Mihailo Ivanovic will not be involved in their upcoming Nation League matches. The Lions were unhappy that the 19-year-old striker, who they splashed out more than £2.5 million on to snap up from Vojvodina on deadline day, has been asked to travel by his country despite a foot injury flagged up on the medical test before he put pen to paper. Millwall supplied the Serbian FA with their findings, but Ivanovic still made the journey back home and have been pictured in training ahead of their fixture tonight against Spain. The Serbian FA posted on their social media platform on X today, after a thorough analysis, detailed medical examinations by the medical team of our national team, and in agreement with Millwall, Mihailo Ivanovic will not be available to coach Dragan Stojkovic for the matches against Spain and Denmark due to a foot and hamstring injury. What? He's got two now. He's got another injury. So he's got the foot injury and a hamstring injury. What's going on? He's picked up an extra injury, it would seem. So there you go. Now this is the thing as well. Hamstring injury. There was some. So we've had quite a few of them with like Obafemi and Amaku. And it has, I think there is some kind of connection with sitting for long times, especially if you are driving. Obviously, Ivanovic, I imagine he flew over there. So if he's sitting on an aeroplane for quite a while, that may have given him an hamstring injury. So I don't know about that. So yeah, he's out. He's come back, it's done. There you go, and we'll see how we go. And then they say the rest of the story is about when the frontman was then away with Serbia, it led to the bewilderment from the club supporters, and then Millwall issued their statement as mentioned below. So if you don't know what's going on, if you didn't see yesterday's video, to sum it up basically, 15 days before Monday, so that would have been probably about the 18th of August, the Serbian FA called up this striker to the national team and he contacted Vojvodina. Now I think that sent off alarm bells ringing for Vojvodina, because if this guy got an international cap for Serbia, he would then be able to quite easily get a work permit in England. So they probably then started contacting English clubs saying, hey, this guy's just been called up to the Serbian national team. He's going to get a cap. He's going to be available for your club in England. Do you want to buy him? Because previously, 2 years ago, they tried to sell him to Sampdoria. Sampdoria took him on loan for a whole season. They only played him for 2 minutes in one game and then sent him back. They didn't take up the option to buy. They sent him back and he went back to Vojvodina. So that has happened. So now what's happened there, the complication is, it's all in yesterday's video, but so what this means that he was called up while he was at Vojvodina. He then makes the transfer to Millwall. Millwall find an injury in his extensive medical, which I believe to be an airline fracture of his metatarsal. And they're saying, look, you've got a thing here, you need to just take it easy. He decides to go to Serbian FA anyway for the game, because you have to go. If you are given a summons, it's like you get summoned for the international game by the National Association, you have to go. And then, once you turn up, you tell them, hey look, I'm injured, I've got this injury. So you go there, their doctors look at you, and then their doctors say, okay, you can go. That's why you get a lot of players saying, oh, withdrawn from injury. Happens all the time. That's why a lot of national associations, they name bigger squads than they can put on the bench. They name 28-man squads, 25-man squads. I think you can only put 23 players on the bench. I think it's like 22, 23 players that you can have on the bench, or in the team and on the bench altogether. So he had to go out there, but we saw pictures of him in football boots, proper football boots with studs, on the pitch, training, doing like stretches and doing jumping jacks. It's like, bro, what's going on here then? What's going on here? We understand, like, if you go out there to have a medical, maybe you hang around, but to actually like do like standing jumps, like, what's going on? So yeah, that's a situation, which is a very unique situation, because that would have been his first call up as well. So it's like, it's up to him. He has to tell the Serbian FA, like, I can't play. But he didn't know he was injured until the Millwall medical. So, you know, it is what it is. Now that we've got that behind us, let's move on to this. Why is this up there twice? I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, I understand. So, let's move on to this. This is from the southernnews.co.uk. They publish on Thursdays. If you see it in your newsagents, pick up a copy. Casper de Norre opens up on Zian Flemmings' Millwall exit and gives insight into what happened on deadline day before Burnley move. So yeah, Casper de Norre has acknowledged that the departure of Zian Flemming represents a significant loss for Millwall, as he revealed how close the pair are off the pitch. Dutchman Fleming left the club on transfer deadline day, securing a season-long loan move to Burnley that would become a permanent £7 million plus transfer next summer. Reflecting on Fleming's exit, Belgian de Norre spoke highly of his former teammate. Oh, he's a very good player, a good friend of mine. We live in the same apartment building. We speak the same language. He's a good teammate and a good character in the group. So it will be a loss, for us. De Norre told the news then. He's a big presence, on the pitch and off the pitch. So to lose someone like that is obviously going to have an impact. But I also feel with the new guys coming in, we have covered his loss to a degree. I think we will be ready with the squad we have for the first part of the season. De Norre admitted Zian will be a miss on and off the pitch. De Norre has kept in touch with Fleming since his move to the Clarets. Interesting. Will Burnley come in for De Norre now? That would be funny. Maybe next season or next summer. Now, I don't know about you, but my evening's entertainment wasn't watching Northern Ireland beat Luxembourg 2-0 with an outstanding performance by George Saville. This was live on ITV3. I told you about this yesterday. A late deal has been secured by ITV to show the next 4 Northern Ireland and the next 4 Scotland international games in the Nations League. And our man George Saville got the man of the match with an 8.15 rating from whoscored.com, and he had got an assist. He had a lovely little, was it corner or was it free kick? I think it was no. It was a free kick. Yeah, lovely little free kick. And he set up Danny Ballard to score with his feet. Danny Ballard scored with his feet, so there you go. And he had 60 touches of the ball, which is near enough the highest in that for Northern Ireland. He didn't have a shot on target. He didn't have a shot, actually. He hasn't actually scored for Northern Ireland despite having 51 caps. So that's quite incredible for someone who's playing in the midfield. And obviously he had quite a record of scoring goals for Millwall, and scored a few for Middlesbrough as well, I believe. So there you go. I believe he's kind of played in a different role from Northern Ireland than to what he is at Millwall, really. If we go through some of the stuff, if we can see it. So 2 dispossessed, 2 unscheduled touches. He's got fouled 4 times, 3 key passes. Defensive stuff that he done. 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 block shot, which looks quite high because none of the other players seem to have that high number. Well, they are playing in Luxembourg, to be fair, yeah. And if we go to this again, he's had 32 passes, which wasn't the most, because at the international level, the defenders have the most passes. 32 passes, 81.3 passing accuracy, 11 crosses, 3 accurate crosses, 3 long balls, 2 accurate long balls. So, pretty good game by George Saville. So, then in the next game, which I think is on, I don't know when it is actually. It might be Monday, I'm not too sure. They're away to Bulgaria, which is on ITVX, which is an app and stuff like that. So there you go. Interesting stuff. George Saville doing wonders for Northern Ireland. Now, moving on to this. Millwall under-21s capture Jet Dyer signing. So yeah, this is a weird one coming out of nowhere. Jet Dyer has joined Millwall under-21s. The 19-year-old defender joins the Lions after a successful trial period. Jet spent the majority of last season at Colchester United after a successful start of the campaign at Halsbury in the lower leagues. The left-footed defender plays predominantly at centre-back, but can also be fielded as a left-back when required, which is good. So there you go. Looks like he's got Lions tattoo already. Is he a Lion? Is he a Millwall fan? That is an insane tattoo. Insane tattoo. That is completely square. I wonder if he does what he's going to do what old Voggy done. He's got the tiger tattoo on his arm, so when he scores, he puts it up to his face. Incredible stuff. The 19 years old, nearly bigger than Kevin Nugent at 19. What's he saying? I'm buzzing to get the deal done. I'm really pleased that I was able to prove myself to everyone here, including the coaches and the players. The club has a great track record of developing players through their academy and development side, so I'm really excited to be part of it and hopefully develop my game further. Jet will hope to feature in the Millwall under-20s next fixture, a professional development league home match against Peterborough United on Tuesday the 10th of September. Which we believe is going to be at the training ground, so won't be able to go to that. And I imagine, this has got squad number 35. I imagine that the reason they were there to set pictures of the lad was, I didn't set it out. Pardon me while I go backwards. Yeah. So I think because they were at the ground, or the training ground, to take pictures of the new guy that just signed, they then put this up with Academy Gallery from Calmont Road. So obviously International Week, they've got to find something to post on the website. So they decided to take pictures of the under-21s training. So here you go. So this is the new guy, Celestine Charles. Ockley, Ben Drake, Rafi Clampty, Jack Howland, Henry Hearn, I believe. Now, this is interesting. So that is Seb Drozd. Now, Seb Drozd was released at the end of last season. I believe he was injured. There is some kind of situation where if a player is injured and his contract runs out while he is injured, you have a duty of care, some kind of PFA, FA, whatever. You have to let him train, and you have to kind of help with his rehabilitation until he gets back to fitness, so that he can then go on somewhere else to get a contract. So I don't think he's re-signed with the under-21s, but he's got a bloody beard now. He didn't have a beard before. So there you go. I think he's just training to get fit. So there you go. Good of them to do that. But like I said, I think they have to do that. And then can't remember. That's Frankie Baker. I think that's Frankie Baker. I'm not too sure. And there you can see the whole group. See, pissing down with rain. Not very sunny today or yesterday, whenever this was taken. And there we are. We're out the back at the front. So there you go. Yeah. And speaking of under-21 players that got released last season, so this is from footballfragmento.wordpress.com. It's a blog that some guy keeps up with all the out-of-contract players and where they've gone, because obviously a lot of transfer speculation is like, a lot of free agents, can we sign this free agent, like, to improve the team. A lot of speculation. This is where the players have gone. If you didn't know, I haven't been keeping up. Obviously, this week is International Week. Quite a few Millwall fans might be intending to go to a non-league game. Some of these players have gone to non-league teams. Abdul Malik has gone to Boreham Wood. Nana Boateng has gone to Sutton United. George Walker, not listed here, he's gone to Hastings United. Finley Cotton's at Whitstable Town. Zane Myers has gone to Hull City. I imagine to play in there under the 21s. Seb Drozd, as we've seen, is still training with Mill to get fit. Kyron McKay's gone to Ashford Town in Middlesex. I don't know if there's an Ashford Town and the one in Kent, but that is Ashford Town, Middlesex. Frankie Vid's gone to Glentoran. They're doing well. They're third in the Northern Ireland Championship. Areski Hamashan has gone to Cray Wanderers, and the rest of those players there are under 18 players. I don't know what's happened to them. So there you go. It seems all of the under 21 players of that pretty good under 21 squad that won their league 2 years in a row and won the National League once, they've all gone on to find other clubs except for Seb Drozd, who's come back from an injury. So there you go. Now, moving on to this, which I found from specifierreview.com. Indeed. Can you believe it? Oh yeah, it's International Week, by the way. Defending the Den. Advanced fire system safeguards Millwall FC Stadium. The Den, home to Millwall Football Club, has been enhanced with an upgraded fire safety system courtesy of Trusty Fire and Security Limited's installation of advanced panels, providing thorough protection and reassurance for fans, staff and players. Are you not reassured? Located in Bermondsey, London, the Den has been home to Millwall Football Club since 1993 with a seating capacity of 20,146. Someone's been on Wikipedia. The stadium is a cornerstone of football heritage and community pride, renowned for hosting memorable matches and major events. The project involved replacing the existing fire system with advanced MX Pro 5 panels meticulously installed across 4 separate stands. This upgrade not only modernised fire safety capabilities but also integrated seamlessly with the stadium's existing infrastructure, providing continuous protection. Christina Matthews, project administrator for Trusty Fire and Security, noted project success. The seamless installation at the den is a testament to our team's skills and the versatility of advanced products. Working closely with Millwall FC, we were able to deliver a state-of-the-art fire safety solution and enhanced protection for all users of the stadium. Salvi Advanced Regional Sales Manager for the South East, emphasised advanced role in safeguarding the den. We're proud to have contributed to the safety enhancements at the Millwall FC's historic home ground. The MX Pro 5 offers unparalleled reliability and adaptability, making it perfectly suited to the dynamic environment of the den. This successful collaboration underscores our commitment to protecting iconic buildings and ensuring the fire safety of their users. The implementation of advanced fire safety solutions at the den exemplifies a blend of cutting-edge technology and expert installation, providing peace of mind for Millwall FC and its supporters. MX Pro 5 is the fire industry's leading multi-protocol fire panels and is certified by FM approvals to the EN54 standard. It offers customers a choice of leading detector protocols and a completely open installer network backed up by free training and support. MX Pro 5 can be used in single loop, single panel format, or easily configured into high-speed networks of up to 200 panels covering huge areas. Ease of installation and configuration, as well as its wide range of peripheral options, make MX Pro 5 customizable to almost any application. As a world leader in the development and manufacture of intelligent fire systems, advanced products are specified in locations around the world, from single panel installations to large multi-site networks. The advanced portfolio includes a complete fire detection systems, multi-protocol fire panels, extinguishing control, false alarm management and reduction systems, as well as emergency lighting. Advance is owned by FTSE 100 company Halma plc, a global group of life-saving technology companies with a clear purpose to grow a safer, cleaner, healthier future for everyone every day. So this seemingly is a news story dressed up as the advertisement. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, so apparently some work's been going on at the den and they've installed a new fire system. So there you go. I don't know if the old one was the original one from 1993, but there you go. And this is what they've done. So I don't know, MX Pro 5 sounds like a computer chip or something. MX Pro 5. This is it. So get a closer look at it. This is it here. Yeah, I know it's one of those things. You see them on the wall. They're connected to like the red boxes that are around that tell if there's a fire or some kind of thing, and they're all connected. So that's it. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.